you'd fit up there. Then be Mortal Kombat. See, I'd make a joke right now, but it's not the time. But you all remember the day that I broke the bed with the wife. Confirm. No. Get over here. It was a funny joke that we would do every so often to, get into that point, and I would just go, finish him. And then we laugh. And then the bed broke. This was a while back now. Yeah, total collapse of the bed. Everything just went. That was only 3 months ago. I'm glad you're good with time, Ash, because I'm about as ass with time as we can get. Okay. Sarah, we got you up for that past life reading. I got you, Joe. That's why I piss her off with my time. Alrighty, my dear. Hit me with that I accept whenever you are ready. Total eclipse of the bed. Total eclipse of the... No, Joe, we did not break any beds. Thank you. Okay, this is giving elevator music, and I'm not about that. Love Dimension. That sounds better. Oh, God. That felt good. Take me. Line and shift. Ooh.
With that positivity. That's the way you're going to get through it. Does that make sense? Because I can't give you medical advice, but I can tell you what the energy looks like. It looks like you have the opportunity to look at this as a very good experience. We have to allow that in. Okay? So, anywho, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. I'm taking my kid to a festival. So, my parents are gonna be here to pick me up. And I always stroll out looking like I've been up all night. And guess what? I have. I have the weirdest hours. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending this time with me. If anybody ever needs anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. I have openings for coaching. I have openings for birth charts. I have opening for personals. If you guys want healing sessions, I do that as well. So I will start working. I have it written out for the birth chart series, so I'll start that so you guys can start diving more into who you are, what you're meant to be doing, right? So I love it. I love it. And I hopefully will be on tomorrow and we can pick up where we left off, right?
And laid in front of you are a bunch of white roses. Now, how are white roses in this desert landscape? I'm not entirely sure. This must be in, northern Pakistan, Afghanistan area. I want to say like in the Hindu Kush Mountains. We are going back a very long ways. 1700s. And there is this ideological belief that you are meant to be this encapsulated flower, hence the roses. And you're treated as such, and this is something that you follow the script in this situation, but it is not you. It is not who you are within this lifetime. There's this feeling of wanting to break free when we're sat here and when we're being, placed on this pillar. It's not who you want to be. It's not what you want to be in this lifetime. There's almost a level of hatred for it. But as this event ends and you walk outside of what I'm going to call a tent, like a very, very, very large tent, you swing open the door. To the left of us is a bunch of wild animals, caged, and you spend more than a second just kind of eyeing them up and having this realization in that moment that you should not understand what that feels like as much as you do. But you're led back and you get on this horse and ride in this caravan back to this beautiful, almost oasis, this castle type of structure, walled in, almost like modern day compounds. But it's beautiful. It's the only place in miles that we can see that has grass, that has foliage, that has water. It's truly, truly magnificent looking. But there's not peace here. There's not peace here. And as it becomes night, you sneak out of this window. You finally say enough is enough, and you go and you sit with those animals. You ride all the way back for hours just to get back to that one. Do I go back or do I leave? You choose to leave. With very little provisions of any kind, you slink off into the nothingness of the desert, clearly knowing a direction because before too long, a couple days of sweltering heat, you end up in a jungle-like location. Lots of elevation, lots of trees, lots of greenery. And in this space, you can tell there's a heaviness to the land. Just the area just doesn't feel quote-unquote safe. And in this space, you run across this band of individuals who are all wearing this unique orange head wrap. You still dressed in your clothes because you don't have anything else. You're questioned for a minute, but we skip ahead slightly in time. to where you're riding with these individuals. Your clothes have changed completely, your face is uncovered, but you're in the midst of quite the civil war of sorts. But for some reason, something about your eyes, you catch people staring. You catch people staring, and you very quickly avoid the combat, avoid the chaos, and they make sure that you avoid this chaos. And you're placed in this position of the court, as I'd best refer to it as, almost in a political position, to which, for one reason or another, it seems as though everyone who is the station above you seems to fall away, either getting sick and dying, or being called off into the war, or being married off, whatever it might be in this situation, and you just climb this ladder. And what I keep seeing is 1111, but turned sideways, the rungs of a ladder that you are climbing, the numbers 1 through 9. This ascension occurred over a very fast period of time. Before you knew it, there was this point in which you were the decision maker. You took ownership over this community that so lovingly took you in, and you decided that you were going to be the benevolent energy that you've always wanted to be. You were never going to allow anyone to look like those caged animals in the same way that you had to, because you saw what leadership the wrong way looked like, and you chose to allow that peace to be upon the people. However, you took over in a time of war. In that way, understanding that fact of the matter, that there is still battles to be fought, but there is diplomacy to be had, you, in a very bold move, went out yourself and asked for counsel with the opposing leader, a very large, very fat person, very greasy, very ego-oriented, someone long, almost electrocuted looking beard that went on, jet black hair and jet black eyes, soulless. And as we're making this move, before going back a step, it's almost like it was just put in your ear by so many people. This person is the demon. And you would just be very steadfast in your belief to be able to go and have that conversation with them. And sure enough, you meet this person. They look into your eyes just like everyone else did at that time. And you, in some way, just through basic diplomacy, basic speech, were able to quell the demon's rage. And before too long, not uniting the lands necessarily, tension remained, but keeping a level of peace where, in instances that fights would break out or spats would occur between the warring parties, or even internally within your own country, you would not sit idly by. You would not lean upon and delegate to your commanders of the military or any diplomats. You would make sure to show your face anytime that you could, because there was something about this air within you, something about your eyes, that would entrance and encapsulate peace. And it would bring people that level of peace. And I believe now, Sarah, what that is showing you in this day is that there is a part of you, there's a fractal of this woman that we are pulling upon. There's a fractal of this life that lives within you. There's a level of peace that you bring into spaces that you enter, and that is a gift that is necessary for this world. When we speak about unconditional love for everyone, sometimes it does not mean words, sometimes it does not even necessarily mean actions. Sometimes it simply means you embody that mission via vibration, via what it is that you hold within yourself. Your eyes heal, your presence calms. And that is the line that is shared between you and this person, this lifetime, this version of you that we were able to just look at. Know that, feel that, and embody that same passion today. Ooh.
Guys. Palestinian leaders have failed.
Like I said, this has been kind of a journey of finding out truth and helping people where they need to be, and spiritual connection. And I mean, we literally found the Garden of Eden the other day, and I finally had it confirmed. My friend would not admit it for the longest time, because he kept trying to make me figure it out, and we finally figured it out. And but we used we actually got coordinates from these.
I literally am writing numbers down, and I'm like, why do I keep writing these numbers, like random numbers? I have 23, I have 5th, I have 16, it's weird. I don't know if I'm pronouncing to you.
You said 16.
Yeah.
So 16, we did a channeling session with another extraordinary individual. It was 3. It was me and 2 others on the phone, and we would write on the board.
He's blaspheming. If you guys are a mod here, if you can just mute the blasphemers. It's okay if they insult me. Don't worry about that. But if they're blaspheming like this coward Rainbow, we'll just let's block them. All right. And also mute. Okay. Okay, appreciate it. Marcel, make sure you didn't unblock them, because I think you and I may have blocked them at the same time. Man, I haven't even been live for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and people already manifesting. What are you going to do? It's already started, huh? Okay, so Milton says, to be fair, the Bible is pretty vague on the Trinity. Do you care to expound? Come up here, request up, and care to expound on that? It's one thing to make the claim. It's another thing to substantiate that claim by proving it's vague. Because I'm not going to argue with people in the chat, right? So if you want to come up here, feel free. Those are not people, they're spirits from the lower tier. That was good.
Yeah, but we'll take a peek here, Peterson Car Museum. So guys, this is where, if you know, for a while there was, you may know, you may not know, but I'm going to tell you. For a while there was like some beef with the East Coast and West Coast rappers. Yeah, it was a thing, I know. Hey, I'm just telling you the story. I'm not making this stuff up. But you had Biggie and Tupac, right? They were at war. Oh, they closed the curtains. Well, that sucks. They have a nice M5, and I forget the other car, but there's a nice M5 here on display. BMW, I think a 1988 or something. Anyway, there was a feud or a war going on with Biggie and Tupac. And this is the place where they gunned down Biggie. Now, story goes that there was a corrupt LAPD officer that was working security. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of cops, I know a lot of people in law enforcement and whatnot, but a lot of them work security jobs, right? Anyway, word had it that, or rumor has it, that there was a corrupt cop working the event. And he kind of tipped off the gunman, and so they knew exactly where to find Biggie, and they came over, and well, the rest is history. They ambushed him basically, and took him over to Cedar Sinai, right here down in the Beverly the Beverly Center here, right across from there. And he didn't make it. He succumbed to his injuries. But that's where it happened, right here at the Peterson Car Museum. But anyway, guys, also a couple things happening this late winter, maybe early spring, is these, there's 3 metro stations that are going to open. This is one of them. This is the metro station on Wilshire and Fairfax. Almost done. I don't know if they have is May the grand opening day? I think May 8th, maybe. I don't remember, but it's coming up. And this is actually cool because it's going to connect the D line from downtown LA all the way here. So now you can, if you like to ride public transportation or you're okay with it. Some people aren't, and there's some things you got to consider. But now you can take the D line from downtown LA all the way to Wilshire and La Brea. This is Wilshire and Fairfax, right? But about a mile east of us is Wilshire and La Brea. And then you've got Wilshire and Fairfax right here behind me. Or the next one down west about a mile is Wilshire and La Cienega. So yeah, that's exciting, guys. That's going to connect downtown and this west, the west side, I guess, mid Wilshire to downtown LA. So this thing's been going on. The construction for this has been going on for years. So I'm kind of glad they're finally getting it done. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Also, when we swing back around, we'll go look at the Geffen, the David Geffen galleries, and that construction project's been ongoing for a long time, guys. So this part of Wilshire is just a bottleneck, but it looks like they're finally getting close to finishing both projects. So that's definitely good news. The funny thing is, the answer is no, they haven't finished all the work at the airport. The APM, I think it's called Automated People Mover. I think that's the acronym, right? It's the monorail or whatever that little thing is that's going to take people from the metro station and the car rental spots into the airport and back. That's not done. It was scheduled, I think, to be completed about a year ago, and they pushed that back now. I think they pushed it back to November of this year, maybe even further. But yeah, they're dragging their feet. A lot of politics involved, from what I hear. But anyway, this is the Academy building, guys. Academy Awards Museum here. Excellent. We have someone whose movie premiered. Now, is this? Are you being genuine about this, or are you being a troll? Because you get plenty of trolls. I mean, I got a guy that came on here, and he swore he was the president of the U.S. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But then he started to make some sense. So I'm like, yeah, this can't be the guy. All right, sir, what's the name of your movie? Go ahead, plug your movie here. It's called No Choice. I know we should go watch it, but what's maybe high level? What's kind of like high level? What is it? Is it a love story? Is it action, drama, science fiction? What genre is it? Better, yeah, that's a better way to ask. All right, psychological thriller. I like that. I'll watch something like that. I won't watch. There's some genres I I'll skip on, but I'm not going to bore you with the details. So guys, they have events here periodically. I think there was a premiere here that we kind of stumbled upon. I was leaving the museum and the Lockman, when I was walking out past here, I noticed that there was some action going on. Yeah, he said the name is No Choice. Psychological thriller. It's the Thriller in Manila. You guys remember that, right? The Thriller in Manila? Now it's a big fight, guys. If you don't remember, you don't remember. Yeah, guys, the levitated mass is not, there's no light back here, so you can't really see it. So we're going to head back down to Wilshire here. And then it looks like there might be a little smudge on my lens there. I don't know if that's just my eyes are bad or... My friends, we're on Fairfax and Wilshire. I'm on Fairfax. I'm walking south towards Wilshire in Los Angeles. This looks like the Death Star, guys. There's a pavilion up there. If you buy tickets for the Academy Awards Museum, it's not expensive, guys. It's like $25, I think. Skip out on the little video where you get an award. That's really cheesy. I did that, and I was embarrassed. I should have spent the money on a mug or something. Yeah, but there's a really nice terrace up there, guys. If you get into the museum, you have access to the terrace. And from the terrace, you have these amazing views of the Hollywood Hills. Great spot to get a nice picture. Hey guys, I'm gonna see if I can clean this lens. Give me 1 second here. The lens looks like it's dirty. Hold on, I'm gonna pause you for a second. I don't know. Maybe my eyes are just getting really bad. All right, so we're gonna head back over to Urban Lights. We're gonna take a look at the Berlin Wall, guys. Part of the Berlin Wall is here on Wilshire. We'll take a look at that. Again, this is the Peterson Car Museum, guys. Let me give you a little bit lay of the land here, right? Okay, so this is Wilshire and Fairfax, right? So if I walk a mile west, I'll be in Beverly Hills. Now, if I walk a mile and a half west, I'll be at Rodeo Drive. So that's where we are, guys. We're in mid-Wilshire. This is the Miracle Mile neighborhood. And we're on Museum Row. And so red building there's the Peterson Car Museum. And then on our left is the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, or the Oscars. Easier to just call it the Oscars. Now, is No Choice up for an Oscar nomination anytime soon? It's 10:48, my friend. Bosnia, greetings from Bosnia. Thank you. Oh no, what's going on? And there's the metro station. I want to say May 8th is the opening day. But yeah, I'll be the first in line to check that out, see how it's going. Guys, we had a really cool live stream today. I was actually down in Venice, and we were streaming the relaunch of Baywatch on at Venice Beach, right by the lifeguard tower. If you want to check out some footage, go check out my post. I just updated my page, I don't know, about an hour ago, and clipped some of the highlights for you to see. So they're filming there. That's like the headquarters. They built a makeshift facade, if you will, right at the lifeguard tower. And so they're going to be doing a lot of filming from that location. But yeah, I'm trying to decide whether to go back tomorrow or not. We had a lot of people on the stream. I think at some point we might have hit 1,500 people. So really popular stream. So I'm thinking about going back tomorrow. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you guys join if I did that? I try not to do the same thing on back-to-back days because I like to give people some variety. But hey, I'm willing to run it back if there's enough people interested. All right, guys, thanks for the hearts, the puffs, the roses. I appreciate it. I'm catching up with the comments here. Forest Life says no, Choice wasn't up for an Oscar, LOL. All right, that's cool. When I see Metro in LA, it reminds me of Collateral. All right, guys, so we're back over by Urban Lights. We're going to keep walking east. And we'll be back to Urban Lights. I want to walk east. I want to show you guys this new building. Again, they've been working on this for like 10, 15 years, I want to say. LACMA East. It's the East Campus of the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. But the actual building has a name. The name of the building, the official name, is the David Geffen Galleries. I think you guys know who David Geffen is. If you don't, Google it and you'll see who he is. He actually wrote a check for $150 million to help, this project. And so the least they could do is put his name on the building, right? But it's a fantastic structure, guys. I really like it. It starts right here. I'm going to show you. We're going to walk it. It's 300,000 square feet. and I think it costs 750 million to complete, or 800 million. We'll never know the exact figure till they're completely done. And it's scheduled to open, I want to say April 18th or 19th is the grand opening, although they've already had some events here. I think Vanity Fair did something for the weekend of the Oscars, and I think L.A. Droney, I don't know if he's still on, but he caught a lot of aerial footage from that event. Thank you for the roses, my friends. So that's the building there. I was asking if they're going to get rid of this green, like, metal here, but I think that's a permanent gate there. But I still, you guys can still see. All right, guys, we're going to walk this way. All right, so the building starts on the north side of Wilshire, right here, at the Schmidt Plaza. That's what it's called, this plaza. They also have jazz nights here, summer, I think late spring, early summer on Fridays, and then I think on Saturdays they have salsa. Free event out here in the plaza area. Read all about it. Let's see, Forrest, what was going on with the celebs? Why were they furious? Downtown LA is danger and scary. Downtown LA is, you gotta be careful down there, guys. There's certain parts that are really sketchy, especially if you get over to Skid Row, and certain parts are not as sketchy. But overall, as a general rule of thumb, guys, I was doing streams from down there. I was walking from Figueroa Terrace. I think there's someone doing a stream from the Figueroa Terrace. It's basically up by Chinatown, where you get a good view of the US Bank Tower and the Wilshire Grant buildings. It's a great view of downtown. A lot of kids and people are up there doing streams. I think there's someone out there tonight. I walked from there. I would walk from there all the way to Crypto. But again, it's sketchy. You gotta have brass huevos to do that. You know, you can't be shy. I had one guy, I think on the live was, look, you got to be careful, guys. That's all I'll say. But anyway, let me show you this fantastic building, guys. I don't have a selfie stick, but it'd be cool if I had a selfie stick here. I could go above the fence here. You can see they've got some of the artwork. You know what I mean, man. You know what I mean. And and to be honest, guys, I didn't like it because I was more worried about just, situational awareness. And I know there's guys that are down there all the time, and good for them. I'm not one of them. Plus, I retired from my MMA fighting years are over, guys. Yeah, Duran's one of them. I think he's on a, I think you guys told me he's on a scooter. He's on a motorized vehicle because he's moving really fast. And yeah, I've seen a couple of his lives. You guys turned me on to him. One time I was at Crypto, and someone in the comments said, "Hey, Duran's right like a block away from you. Do you know him?" And honestly, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, I don't know who he is. I said, I don't know who that is. And I guess he was really close to me. And so anyway, I went and looked him up, and I watched a couple of his streams. He's got a big following, guys. I'm surprised. He's got some nights I think over 1,000 people. You got the scanner in the background. Kind of adds to the drama of the whole thing. But good for him. All right, guys, here's the end of there's some weird noises going on, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on. So anyway, this is the the end of the building. And now this side, guys, is got a lot of work needs to get done on this end. When they announced April open date, I thought I said, I don't know if they're going to get this side done over here because it's got a ways to go. It was really rough. And sure enough, they closed, I think, one of the lanes here, and now they've been working here like nonstop. And I think it's come along, but I can't see because they've actually put that privacy mesh. Anyway, we'll walk over there. We'll see if we can peek through the mesh fence. Yeah, but this is the building, guys. It's massive. You got some spooky sculptures here already. These are new. Los Angeles. All right, guys, I'm going to show you. It's a David Geffen Galleries. It's brand new. They've been building this for 10 years, 15. God, I don't know how long it's been. Part of the issue they're having here, guys, is this whole land we're on right now, guys. There's tar deposits underneath. And so part of the problem they were having, guys, is it's very difficult to build on top of tar, right? I'm not an engineer, I'm not a builder, but this building was scheduled to open a couple of years ago, I think 2024, right? So they had some issues. But look how massive this is. It's some weird stuff going on, guys. This is going to turn into the Blair Witch Project. Look how massive this is. This is wider than, I would say, the 405. 405, I think, is 4 lanes on one side, 5 on the other, 9 lanes total. This looks wider than the 405. Watch, check it out. It's massive, guys. It's 300,000 square feet. I can't wait to come here when it's open in late April. So it's just right around the corner, man. Time flies. It's already March. It's funny, guys, you know how I keep track of time? I don't know if any of you guys do this, but whenever I go to the store and I grab milk, I always look at the date. And I grabbed something from the refrigerator, and it was dated April. I was like, April 2nd. I'm like, holy cow, time's flying. That's kind of how I keep track of time, guys. Look, they're putting the finishing touches on the landscape here, guys. There's a Japanese building back there. It's been closed for a long time. I think it was a Japanese Heritage Museum. Maybe I might be wrong, but it's been closed. And here's the neat thing that they did here, guys. I'm going to show you. I think this is really cool. It's these little things that, I don't know, I think are super cool. But what they did, guys, here is there's a sign for the La Brea Tar Pits. I should come back and do more at the La Brea Tar Pits. You guys love the tar and the bubbling stuff. Anyway, what they did is they built a walkway connecting the La Brea Tar Pits to the Geffen Galleries, which I think is cool. So you don't have to walk all the way around. You can just walk right from the big tar pit here, the Tar Pit Lake. It's closed obviously right there, but when that opens, you're gonna have these two connected. So you could be there, La Brea Tar Pits right there. I wish they'd light up the exhibit, but they don't. And they've got a whole concrete pathway. Anyway, there's the Geffen Galleries, guys. David Geffen Galleries. $800 million to complete. David Geffen wrote a check for $150 million. It's 300,000 square feet. Delayed a few years because of the challenges of building on tar. But it looks fantastic. I mean, it's not the Getty. The Getty's the gem, the platinum standard, I think. And I think the Getty costs more to build. Getty's phenomenal, but this is a very close second, if you ask me. And it's just gonna, I don't know. It's just gonna make this area just a lot more prestigious, in my opinion. Now, if you don't come to Museum Row after the Geffen Galleries are open, and you spend your time over at Hollywood Boulevard, I don't know what to say to you. Well, I do, but I'm probably not going to say it.
Good intentions, a lot of shit I did in friendship.
Yeah, the advice is, guys, Hollywood Walk of Fame, don't get me wrong, we stream from there a lot. But unfortunately, the Walk of Fame is, that whole area is very neglected. It's very dirty. You got a lot of homeless people, people with mental issues. They won't even pressure wash the streets, which is, beyond, just blows my mind. I don't know why they don't. Maybe they don't care. But people still flock there. Unfortunately, it's the lowest rated tourist attraction of about 100 spots they surveyed, right? They asked tourists from around the world to rate, the top attractions across the world. The Walk of Fame came in dead last. Yeah, that's right. It's spring break, so all these Rugrats are not in school. Let's see if there's an opening over here. You know what? That mesh looks brand new. I don't know if there's an opening in there, but let's go see. Let's just go walk over there. See if we can peek in. Yeah, man, those Rugrats. All right, let's see here. We're going to take a peek to see how far along this is. All right, they're making progress. It's moving along. All right, I think they're on schedule, I think, for April opening. Street Chaos Clips at Scientology. I'm sorry, my friend, I don't know what you're saying. Hey, Connie, how are you? What is it? This is the Los Angeles County Museum of Art East Campus. It's going to open in April, my friend. Someone's asking what this is. Also known as the David Geffen Galleries. David Geffen wrote a check for $150 million, and so they put his name on the building. I guess if you write a check for $150, it's the least they could do, right? And it's massive, guys. See, it starts on the north end of Wilshire, over by Schmidt Plaza, and ends right back here. Awesome, guys. Nah, my man, there's a Scientology campus over in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. There's quite a few. But yeah, no, this is a museum that's going to open up in April. It's been under construction for a long, long, long time. Guys, I was at In-N-Out yesterday, and not yesterday, 2 days ago, I went to In-N-Out. I went to the one in up the 101, north of I want to say north of Calabasas. Anyway, I was hoping to get a shorter line, but anyway, the line was long. But I was in the drive-thru and they're calling out the numbers. They called out number 66 and then 68, and there was no 67. And I was laughing my ass off because I think In-N-Out banned 67 because it was causing so many problems. I thought that was the funniest thing. All right, guys, this is the wall project here. This is actually the Berlin Wall, guys. This is the wall along Wilshire. Is an installation featuring 10 sections of the original Berlin Wall. It's the longest stretch of the wall outside of Berlin. All right. Can you imagine? I didn't realize the wall was that tall. I'm not a tall guy. I'm like 5'9". I would say this is what, maybe 12 feet high. Now, I think artists painted this. I don't think this is the graffiti that was on the original Berlin Wall, if that makes sense. We got a little Black Widow all the way from Berlin here. Obviously, you got that's JFK, and then that's Ronald Reagan. I'm obviously. Oh, thank you. Thank you for Mariella. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, and have a good rest of the day or evening. Someone's saying go around to the back of the wall. I don't know. Should I? You set me up. I grew up in the neighborhood, my man. I don't follow directions. I don't ask for directions. All right, we're gonna go around the back. Oh, just kidding. You scared me. Oh yeah, they got all the rated R stuff back here. And Captain Not America. Captain who? By the way, thank you for telling me to come around to the back here, because I got to be honest with you, I never came back here. And so this is new to me. I appreciate that, my friend. You get the MVP award. If I had a rose, I'd send it to you, but I don't. I'd buy you a cup of coffee if you were in LA, but this one's a little graphic, guys. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Awesome. Thank you for that, my friend. Whoever suggested I go around, I appreciate you. I really do. Guys, what I do after my live streams, I'll clip the highlights, what I deem to be the highlights, and I'll post them on my page. So 99% of what you guys see on my page is just highlights from live streams we've done. So if you're interested in that, you want to follow me, you know what to do. It's still nice, guys, and yeah, look at that. It's like a Ronald McDonald playground here. Yeah, whenever I see those lights, it reminds me of like a chessboard, right? You know, with the short lamps being the pawns, and then the big tall ones are the kings and queens. I don't know. All right, guys, let's go across the street. And then the red building is the Peterson Car Museum. And I think the lights go off at midnight over there for some reason. They're trying to save on electricity. Who knows? It's a giant Target, huh? Never thought about it that way. But you could be right. You could be right. Got a comedian in the comments. I used to work at Target a long time ago when I was a teenager. It was like my job in high school. That was a decent job. I was like a stock boy. I'd go back with those guns. I'd scan all the empty shelves, right, on the floor, and then I'd run back and pull all the inventory to restock. It's kind of a fun job. R.I.P. Biggie. Yeah, Biggie got ambushed over there, guys. Rumor has it, corrupt LAPD officer working security that night tipped off the gunman. And the rest is history. Guys, Miss Forrest. 27-foot bronze statue. It's coated with paint on the outside, so that's why it doesn't look like it's bronze, but it is. Japanese artist. I can't remember the name, guys, and it'll come to me like this. As soon as the live's over, it'll come to me. This is known as Museum Row, guys, obviously because you've got the Peterson Car Museum there. Across from the Peterson Car Museum is the Academy Awards Museum. Then you've got the LACMA West Campus, right? You've got Urban Lights here. You got the David Geffen Galleries that are going to open up. If you keep going east, you've got the La Brea Tar Pit. So high concentration of museums here. Hence the name Museum Row. So, guys, I was telling the story of how this exhibit came to be. Okay, control your kids. Of how this exhibit came to be was the artist Chris Burden was at the Rose Bowl flea market, and he saw one of these old lamps, street lamps, and he bought it, refurbished it, and got the idea to start collecting these from different parts of LA County. So some lamps are from LA, Pasadena, Glendale, I think, and some other parts of LA County, guys. Maybe some from Orange County, not sure. And there's 202 of them, so they're all reassembled here. Yeah, this is Lakma. Yeah, I know. It's just bad parenting. Hey, control your kids. You know what? And it's like this all the time. Like around here, like at 10 o'clock, it's on the weekends, it's worse. It's like.
I like what you did. I like that, Elijah. I'm gonna do that too.
But I'd rather them be running around than have an iPad in their lap or a phone. So, but yeah, it could get annoying at times, guys. But hey, I was a kid once, and my kids are grown. But I got to tell you, I didn't let them run around like that, like crazy people. Thank you for that. And then God forbid we ran around like that. My old man would have, my dad was very heavy-handed, guys. Like, if he was parenting nowadays, I think he'd be in prison probably. Violence is never the answer, guys. But I just, I reflect back. If we misbehave, we got an ass whooping. No questions asked. No reason. There was a reason, but there was no reasoning with us. It was, you did what? Okay. Here you go.
Turn this way. Turn this way.
Anyway, you guys aren't here to listen to parenting advice. You're here to enjoy the views, hopefully. They actually have security here. There's a guy that's walking around here making sure these kids aren't climbing on these lampposts. All right, guys, what other questions do you have? If any, thank you for that. Appreciate it. 2 kids, Kelly, mom. I think I'm reading that right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It is Lakma. Yeah, the tar pits, guys. Just east of us. Really cool museum. Ice Age. A lot of the fossils they recovered were from the Ice Age. And I think it's $15-20 to get in. They've got a lot of cool exhibits. They also have a working lab, so you can see like the archaeologists working behind a lab, which is kind of cool. I recommend you go. They also have one of my favorite displays there that I remember. I haven't been there in a long time, but they actually have these stainless steel like posts that are submerged in tar, and you have to try to pull them out of the tar. And you realize once you try to pull those out, how hard it is to get out of the tar if you were to step into a big puddle of tar. That's how these animals got stuck. And I guess the tar itself preserves the fossils really well. I think they've found over 3 million fossils there, and they've got a bunch more to sift through. They found those as they were digging out the parking lot for the LACMA. And so they've got a bunch of crates that they still have to work through. Some days there's the archaeologist out there actually working. You might catch him. But yeah, I'd recommend you do that. Definitely recommend you do it. Again, listen guys, I think this part of LA is probably the most underrated part of LA. Which, I don't mind. It's you don't have as many tourists that come here, but it's popular at night, as you can see. All right, guys. I think this is my cue to get going here. I appreciate the viewership, the comments, the likes. No trolls tonight. I think we finally got through a live without any trolls. Although I don't know how long this live was, so let's. Oh yeah, it hasn't been too long. That's why the trolls haven't emerged. Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, I'm debating whether I go back to Venice and stream, the taping of the relaunch of Baywatch, like I did today. It was a really, really popular live. I think we had at some point up to 1,200 viewers, for a sustained amount of time. Sometimes you'll get that peak viewership, but then it drops. But it was, sustainable for a little bit. And we were in the hovering in the 1,000 mark for a good 15, 20 minutes. So I guess people liked and enjoyed the content. I actually clipped a couple moments from that onto my page. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, feel free to do so. Andrea, how are you? Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Here we're actually wrapping up here. We were down at the LACMA Museum Row. But yeah, I was just talking through that. I think I might have responded to you saying that I was thinking about going back to the Venice tomorrow, just catch more of the taping. So yeah, I haven't decided yet, but oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, guys, and it still feels like 70 degrees. It is a warm night, to say the least. And Miss Forrest is getting sleepy there. I think it's past her bedtime. Yeah, that's yeah. But anyway, so the jury's still out on what's going to happen tomorrow. But I may end up back in Venice. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you're coming to LA, don't skip out on Museum Row. Even if you don't want to spend time like at a museum, because some people just, it's not their thing, right? But it's interesting because you've got a lot of different things you could do here. You've got the car museum. So if you like automotive history or exotic cars or cars featured in movies, that's a spot for you. Or if you like movies and the Academy Awards, the Academy Awards Museum's there for you. If you like art, LACMA's your spot. They actually have the Van Gogh exhibit going on, really cool. If you like impressionist art, it's there for you. And then they're going to open up the David Geffen galleries really soon. And the tar pits are at the end. But you don't have to go to any of the museums. You can actually just walk the campus and enjoy the views and some of the exhibits that are on display. We can't see right now because it's closed too. See, the plaza's closed. But yeah, folks, that's a wrap. I appreciate you guys. We'll keep the stream going here for a little bit more. Joe, I think it's Joe, right? Joe, these are the urban lights at the LACMA Museum, Los Angeles County Museum of Art. I believe they're either I think they're solar powered. There's 202 of them on display here. They've been collected from all parts of Los Angeles County, including Glendale, Pasadena, and maybe a few other places, but primarily from LA County. And the gentleman who, the brainchild of the exhibit, Chris Burden, got the idea from going to the flea market at the Rose Bowl. He saw one for sale and he bought it, and he refurbished it, and then got the idea that he would collect all these old street lamps from around the area and display them here. There's 202 of them on display right there. Yeah, it's a cool vibe, especially a little bit later at night. Hopefully we're not all, look, I love kids, but it feels like a playground over there sometimes, and that's been the case anytime I come here and it's like before midnight. You got all the Rugrats out here running around like crazy. Parents think this is a playground. But aside from that, it's cool. It's a good spot, good vibe. Great spot to take some pictures or video. But yeah, hopefully that helps, my friend. You know, as much as I like technology and bringing this stuff to you on a stream, it's just not the same. You guys can't live it the same way I'm living it here. It's just completely different. But I hope at least you get a sense of what's going on down here and maybe appreciate it a little bit. And maybe one day you can make your way down here and enjoy it in person. All right, guys. Hey, again, I appreciate you guys, the likes, the comments, the passive viewers. Everyone's welcomed. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, guys. Yes, sir. Wilshire Boulevard. Signing off, guys, from the LACMA Museum campus here. museum.
Constantly. You know, but I don't have fear in what I do. What can attach to me? I don't go out looking for it. You know what I mean? Like I don't go to haunted locations. I don't go. I don't do it. You know, because I know.
It's invited in as well.
Yes, I try and tell people, please, if you open up a portal, how are you going to close that off? If you don't know how to do it, don't do it.
Okay.
Period. Because then what are you going to do? And then they say, oh, this has happened. Well, dummy, you opened up a damn portal. Now you can't close it. What are you going to do? You know? And that's my theory on it. I'm just very cautious with people. I tell them, just be careful. Please be careful. You know, I'm believing people on, you know, opening these portals and trying to connect to past loved ones. You don't know who the hell you're talking to. I mean, you could be talking to who knows, you know? I mean, I pretty much I feel it immediately if there's something bad. Immediately. Demonic, immediately. And let me tell everybody on here too, when you're working, like you were saying, Heinz, when you are working with electronics, you know, always cleansing your electronics because they can go through electronics. So using Palisantos mugwort will cleanse anything. Mugwort through mirrors, through any type of portal, through a mirror, through a TV, through a phone. I cleanse it with mugwort every day. So guys, just so you know, I mean, not trying to scare anybody, but always cleanse like all your electronics and so forth because it's a protection barrier. I mean, just so everybody knows that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
all right. Well, guys, thank you, Sheena. Appreciate it.
You know, I was going on its fuel. Or whatever you want to say. I go on and on. I'm telling you, I should have my own damn talk show. I mean, I'm on TT. I might as well be Oprah Winfrey too. Shit.
I could see you doing like the Ricky Lake thing. You know what I mean? But only with a little bit more catered towards your field of
expertise.
Yes. Thank you.
You can. And that's another thing. People, can you teach me? I can't teach. Listen, I can't teach myself. I did it. It comes naturally. How do you teach somebody this? I don't know how to teach you. What the hell?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well, guys, I'm sorry.
I was just saying hi to my little friend Erin in the chat. Remember, she was up
hi,
there
Erin.
talking about.
Yes, I remember Erin. Yes,
she's a beautiful soul. She's a good girl.
Yeah, she seems like a sweetie.
She is. But Heinz, I appreciate you being here, and I followed you. I'm definitely gonna check you out. You said Sunday.
Yeah, please do. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And you can come check my site out too. You can watch how I do readings.
Absolutely.
I do them different. There's no cards or anything. I mean, automatic writing, remote viewing is all I use. So.
Well, guys, give Sheena a follow. If you don't know Sheena, she's our in-house, as I like to say, in-house psychic medium. She's here every night, unconditionally, helping everybody in the panel, all our guests. Please give her a follow. We love Sheena. Also, let's welcome in Maya. I saw her in the chat too. Welcome in Maya, or is it Mia? Maya, I'm not sure how to say that, but
don't even ask. I'm going to mute myself because if you ask me to pronounce something, I'll call him cat with litter.
I thought I'm not getting in there.
Just to plan for. I'm sorry. Pause for plan. So I know that we're going to take 2 journeys. I have cash, but in my cash.
No, I've got cash. We're doing both of it.
Okay, you're gonna do this thing, but we'll talk about paying.
We're gonna get you there first, so I'll come and look because you need the rest the most.
No.
And then Barry will wait with Lorinda to get her chair and everything in and help her. But we'll see what we've got in the.
I think I should be last because I can walk around the parking lot and talk and dick around.
Okay.
While you guys get, right?
Okay. So if Barry.
No, I'm Barry, not Barry.
If Barry, me and your mum go then with as much luggage as we can get in the first run, and then we can get it all out, get it all tucked away, and then you guys come along with maybe the chair. Yeah? That's good. And you've got a rest.
Yeah.
And then if we get a room, we can get mum up there and we can stretch out.
What is it? March and a March. So 9 months, right? Ray always has a plan. Do
No, I'm going to
cross
leave.
breed plans?
I'm going to leave Sean alone. I know he doesn't like to make plans.
Oh.
Well, it's just because if I get there and then I'm sat and then I'm waiting and then the thing is the same as me sitting here, but I can just walk around
Yeah,
while I do that.
exactly.
And then
No,
I can
that's-
closer then.
See, I do listen.
Frozen.
My
on
plans can be changed. It's fine.
Is it frozen on yours?
I'm not on it.
Am I frozen?
You're on mine. I'll restart it.
I'm not frozen on hers. I'm frozen on mom's. Am I frozen for you all? No. I'm frozen on my mom's. too.
No, you're not frozen on mine.
That's odd. I'm just like this on my mom's.
It is funny when it freezes or when it repeats. It repeats on the weirdest words. It does make me laugh sometimes.
Friends, make sure you hit the follow button at the top of the screen just in case you already haven't.